What to do, what to do, what to do. Where to go. Well, hello there everyone. Wow, goodness me. Well, seeing as how we're here, hello everyone, Jonathan here and welcome back to the channel. Now, let's turn that down a little bit. Okay, so it's been a while since I've done one of these videos where we are going out and about. We are going Blu-ray hunting. I am off today and it is a Monday. Yes, Blu-ray hunting, here we go. Okay, so where are we heading? I think, well, the first port of call really is breakfast, because I've basically in the last 20 minutes woken up and had a shower. So I think the first port of call is breakfast. So I'm going to head over to Penrith and get something from McDonald's. I've been craving a McDonald's breakfast for a couple of days now, so not quite sure what I'm going to get just yet. It could possibly well be a breakfast wrap, or even a sausage and egg muffin with a bacon roll and a coffee. But yeah, that's my first port of call. But I think we'll keep it to the usual place today. So we'll be heading out to Carlisle, so we'll probably try and hit up as many shops as we possibly can. Asda. I'll try not to go to Sainsbury's because they had cameras operating in there the last time that I went. And that was the only time I'd really done any recording in there, so it's made me very apprehensive because of that. It was only down that one aisle as well. It was only down that entertainment aisle that had that camera, and I think I explained it in that video that I did, that I found it after I'd done my recording, so I'm very apprehensive about recording there again. So I'll leave Sainsbury's, so we'll do Asda, we'll try and go to Tesco as well, Tesco Extra, HMV, Poundland and CEX. So yeah, so that is going to be our day out hunting, guys. On the other side to that, there's not really been an awful lot happening, apart from the usual, really, just work, you know. I have been doing a bit of thinking. Obviously, I've put a couple of reviews out since my last out and about. The Harley Quinn and Sonic the Hedgehog reviews have gone up onto the channel. So I have been around, but like I say, I've not done an out and about for quite a few weeks now. So we'll just have, let's say, we'll just go with the flow and see where we end up. But I do have an announcement. In the last 48 hours, after some really long thinking, I have officially decided to, and it is happening because I did it all last night. I have released a new channel onto the platform. Don't quite know what's going to happen with it just yet. I might end up deactivating it. I do have plans on it becoming a gaming channel for just one specific game, really. It's not going to be anything really fancy. I'm not a massive gamer, as I've mentioned before in previous videos, so I will be releasing one I will be releasing a sort of test run video on City Skylines onto this channel in the next, I'd say in the next couple of days for definite. Just as like a little teaser of what is to come. So if that sort of thing is for you, then check it out when it comes onto the channel. So until then, guys, yeah. So until then, I'm going to continue on my journey for breakfast, and the next time you'll see me, I will probably be in Lane's car park. Okay, so I have officially landed in Lane's car park in Carlisle. I am fed and watered. My McDonald's breakfast was absolutely sublime. So yes, so I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to go to all of the places where I said I was going to, except Sainsbury's, for the reasons that I mentioned before. So yes, but before we crack on with this, I just want to sort of like take a little bit of time to explain why I've decided to release a new channel. I've been saying it for a few months now on the odd video that I've done. I've been thinking about delving into the world of gaming. Now, I'm not exactly fantastic at gaming. Well, I'm saying I'm not fantastic. I've been gaming for quite a number of years, but I thought maybe it would be a good chance to express myself a little bit more and give myself more of a challenge, as opposed to doing all of the movie runs, movie reviews, all that kind of thing. I thought it'd be good to do something a little bit different. So it's going to be solely based on one particular game. So if you're not really interested in city building games, then it isn't for you, obviously. But like I said, I'm going to put my first video up with my secondary channel name on there as well. I've already gone through the process of creating a name for it. I'm not going to disclose that just yet. I will reveal all in my video, but it's going to be specifically, just someone getting in the car beside me here. It's going to be exclusively centered around City Skylines, basically, which is, for those people that don't know what the game is, it's a city building and management game where obviously you build and manage your own city from scratch. You can use the game in scenario mode like you do with previous games like SimCity, like the SimCity series, and other games like it, like Roller Coaster Tycoon and Planet Coaster and all those kind of games. It's the same setup. It's create and manage your own thing, but it does, like I said, it does have the scenarios where you can get the experience of being able of when you're put into a position where you need to sort out problems that particular city or whatever else have you has. So yeah, that's what my agenda is with the alternate channel. So let's go out and hit the shops. So like I said, we'll be in town. We'll be hitting HMV, Poundland and CEX. So let's go out and see what they've got in. Well, that really was an absolute waste of goddamn time. I'll explain all a bit later on. Until then, we'll hit the Superstores. So, yet another unsuccessful attempt to get any in-store footage, everyone. I'm getting absolutely fed up with this. I really am. This is three stores. What's fair? 3 stores, all 3 of them, HMV, CEX and Poundland, got stopped and asked what I was doing, and the answer was no. It's like, it just absolutely it's really starting to annoy me, to the point where there just doesn't seem to be any point in doing these out and about anymore, because it's every single time, and all I can do is just show you what I've bought. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. But you know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Unfortunately, so I'm heading over to Tesco Extra. We'll have a look and see what they've got there, if I can get anything in there. I did have a look in the one in town. They do have a small one in town, but that selection was absolutely pathetic. It really was pathetic. It was literally, I mean, the actual section itself was the width of my bloody car, and that was it, and that was including regular DVDs. So there was literally bugger all there, but it kind of expected, with it being only a smaller store. So I'm hoping that this one on Warwick Road that I'm going to, which is just down the road, which is just further up the road from Carlisle United's ground, Brunton Park. So we're heading up there now and see what they have in store. So we'll see you hopefully in there. Okay, so here we are in Tesco's, and the first thing I'm pulling down is Terminator Dark Fate. Now, I had quite a bit of good fun with this when I went to see this at the cinemas. I thought it was okay. It does have its problems, however, though, but I'll talk about that in a future video. And that comes in at £25 brand new. Joker's there. This week's new release, Midway, for 15, that you've just gone out of. Zombieland Double Tap. Not seen this just yet, and really enjoyed the first one. I thought that was really good, so might pick that up. That's £15 in the 2 for 25 offer. Downton Abbey, the new Maleficent, and much all of the more recent new titles that we've had in the last 2 or 3 months there, and now we're going into the Disney section, and where else have you, and a nice little overview of what else is available. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, The Mule, and skim across to the DVDs, and Midway, here we are for £10. Not seen this, and quite surprised to see that this is a Roland Emmerich film, so I might pick that up, maybe pick that up. I quite like Roland's movies, so we'll just have to wait and see on that one. That's £10 brand new on regular DVD. Here is Dr. Sleep from Stephen King. With regards to The Shining, I absolutely love that film. I don't think there's anybody else that doesn't like it, from what I know. Yeah, really looking forward to that if I decide to pick it up. There's Zombieland double tap again. Downton Abbey, Gemini Man with Will Smith. I saw the trailers for this on YouTube, and I thought it looked really cool, but I didn't feel that something was right about it, so I decided to pass on that at the cinemas. Again, there's a few copies of Terminator and the new Addams Family movie, which bombed severely at the box office. And that just about wraps up Tesco Extras. So we'll see you all back at the car. Okay, so Tesco wasn't too bad actually. I managed to get some, as you can see, I could get some kind of recording in there, which I was actually quite pleased about considering the problem that I had in town. So I'll still head over to Asda and see what they have in. I did have to do a little bit of shopping in Tesco. I would have done it in Asda, but I thought, really, while I'm actually in some kind of a store, I'll just do it anyway. But I did have a bit of a problem with my points card. It turns out that it wasn't the machines weren't accepting my card because it's that old. I should really have a new one, but it wasn't actually sent out to me years ago when they started this whole contactless thing. But anyway, that's all sorted out as well. So yeah, so let's head on over to Asda and see what they have in. Asda! So let's head in and see what they've got. Right, so in Asda, and Terminator Dark Fate is off the shelf, so it's probably sold out. Joker's there for £15, 25 for the 4K. Zombieland double tap for 15. Like I say, looking forward to catching up. I'm looking forward to catching up on this. The first one I thought was really cool. That's £15 yet again. Gemini Man for 15. Farmageddon there for 15 as well. Maleficent, Bad Boys 1 and 2. It Chapter 2, Ad Astra. Captain Marvel, the regular picks, and an overview of the stand. Moving onto these babies here. This is a premium collection from Warner Brothers, which I was really quite surprised to see. I didn't think that they would do one, but having said that, there's a lot of companies out there that are doing things like this, like the movie production companies like Sony and everything else. There's Dial M for Murder, which got a remake called The Thomas Crown Affair with Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo back in, I think, 1995 or something like that. So if it becomes available on Blu-ray, I'll probably invest in it. But until then, it's nice to see that Warner has. It's nice to see that Warner has actually brought some stuff out, and there's an overview. So onto the offers now. I think it's the 2 for 12 offer on the Marvel movies, with Guardians 2 there, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Thor, Avengers and Endgame. There's Pikachu, Rise of the Foot Soldier, Cold Pursuit, Equalizer, Yesterday, Westworld. Interesting series. Well, saying interesting, I only got as far as the first episode of series 1. Caught this with my mum when it first came out, and I like the concept of it because the original movie from Michael Crichton is what it's based off. Season 2, and it's basically a Jurassic Park type film, but only this is about robots instead of dinosaurs. So very interesting. I might consider those. There's The Boy, Cemetery Hill. Don't know what that is. Here's Dark Materials, Craze, another Craze movie, as someone said. Trauma Center, Bad Boys 1 and 2, 3 Auschwitz films. Don't know what's going on there. Probably trying to make a point. And a little overview of what we have on the bottom, midway on Blu-ray, and amongst the regular DVDs. Now then, Good Omens with Michael Sheen and David Tennant. Interesting. I have actually heard of this, but haven't really seen it. Don't really know what the story behind it is, but now you can see it comes in at £12 consideration. Wolf's Call, another World War II movie, maybe? Who knows? Smart, stylish and nail-bitingly tense. Yeah, we'll take your word for that. Right, okay, £5 for that as well. What else have we got? Scorpion King, Arctic Apocalypse. Oh dear. The Trench, Cillian Murphy, Daniel Craig, Ben Whishaw and Danny Dyer. Ooh, Paul Nichols as well. Not heard of this one. Might give that a shot. £5, not too bad. And that's pretty much it, so I think we'll see you back at the car. Okay, so we had a bit of a hit in Asda, didn't we? Yay! Hey! We finally got somewhere. Right. This phone has been going off like no end all afternoon, so this is going on to mute. Right, okay. Now I'm happy. Now I am happy. I've actually managed to get some kind of recording into this, some kind of footage into this video. So, what have I bought today? Shall I do this now or shall I do this back at the hotel? Do you know what? I'll do it now. I'll actually do it now. So we'll get a. Well, that didn't make much fucking difference, did it? Right. Okay. So, where are we? Right. Okay. That's all food for tonight for movie night. Don't know what I'm going to watch. I think I might watch one of these that I've actually bought today. So we'll have a look, because I have actually got quite a few things actually. I got five in Poundland. I got 4 in CEX. Or it could have been, I think it might have been 5 in CEX, but I can't quite remember now. And 2 in HMV plus a CD, another CD, and I've got, and Tesco's wasn't really an awful lot there. It wasn't as big of a selection as I thought it would have been, but Asda was a hit, and it was a hit as you saw. So I think we'll just get right into this, guys. So I think I might do this in order of where I've been in reverse. I think. So starting up with here with Asda, I actually picked up, and I thought they would be really worth my buy, because I started watching this series when it first came to TV, and I only got as far as the end of the very first episode, because it was on one of the Sky channels. Well, of course, I don't have Sky at the hotel, so it was a bit of a bummer that, and I didn't really want to just go home just to watch this show. And my mum kind of wasn't that overly keen on it. In the end, me and her watched that first episode. We were like, it's not too bad, we'll see how it goes, and eventually she kind of got a bit fed up of it because it wasn't her sort of thing. Michael Crichton classic, based on a Michael Crichton classic, and you know where this is going. You should know where this is going if you're in the loop. We've got here Westworld Season 1 and Season 2. Now I thought I might as well have picked them both up, because they were a tenner a piece for the two complete series. A tenner, like £10 a piece, I should say. So really looking forward to see where this actually went, because like I say, I thought the first episode was okay, but apparently it did get a hell of a lot better. So I'm really looking forward to watching this, because I love Michael Crichton. I love the original movie from Michael Crichton, which was a movie that not only he wrote, but he also directed as well, which was one of very few movies that he directed. I don't know, can't quite remember offhand what the other ones were, but he did direct, I think, maybe two more in his directorial career. But other than that, you've got Jurassic Park, The Lost World. You had Sphere with Sam Jackson, Sharon Stone, and Dustin Hoffman. Yes, Dustin Hoffman. I have got that right. Yeah, and there has been other works from him that have been adapted. So yes, that is the Westworld series 1 and 2. I don't know if a season 3 ever came about. I think it might have got cancelled after series. I think it got cancelled halfway through production. I'm not 100% certain, but anyway, likewise, I'm pleased I've got this. That is Westworld seasons 1 and 2 from Asda. Right, okay, so next up we've got the 5 from Poundland, and we've got here Safe House with Denzel Washington and Ryan Reynolds. Now I can't remember if I've actually seen this one or not. From looking at the back of it, it looks familiar, but I can't honestly remember. It is quite an old film. Well, it's 8 years old. It also stars Brendan Gleeson, who I really like. I loved him in Harry Potter. I thought he was awesome in that. Can't remember his character though, and I should do because I'm a Harry Potter. I'm quite a big Harry Potter fan, but I can't remember what his character name was. Anyway, doesn't really matter. But yeah, safe house, everybody. Next up, X-Men First Class. Now, I can't honestly remember if I actually have this in the collection or not. I do have one of the sets back at the room, but I really can't remember if this is in amongst them. But for the sake of £2, it's kind of worth the investment. But I did actually enjoy First Class. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, as some people make it out to be. If you haven't seen it, I do recommend you watch it because it kind of sets up a new universe after the Bryan Singer. After the Bryan Singer lot of movies we've got. I'm saying the Bryan Singer ones. The Brett Ratner movie, The Last Stand, was the one that actually made Fox kind of reinvent the whole thing and bring it and give us a new Origins type franchise, which is why First Class actually came in, because it's not actually, when you actually think about this, it's set before everything, so it is a new universe, but it is supposed to tie in with those original two movies. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it again. In a way, I do have mixed views on it, but it is an enjoyable watch for what it is. So that's X-Men First Class. Next up, we've got the movie, which is a bit of a tonal shift for me actually, because it's not the kind of film that you guys would expect that I would actually go for. And we've got here The Descendants with George Clooney. Now, I can actually say that this is one movie that I was quite, well, I wouldn't say apprehensive about. I was a bit unsure if it was going to be my type of thing. And I saw bits and pieces of it here and there, and I thought, this doesn't look too bad. So I saw it there, and I thought, it's time for me to pick it up and watch it. So yes, that is The Descendants. Next up, we've got, again, another one that you might think is a little bit surprising for me to pick up, and we've got Michael Jackson's This Is It. Now, give or take, I'm saying give or take, erase all thoughts of what you think happened with him, with all of the more recent stuff that's been going on, about him and these child abuse claims or whatever else have you. The guy was a legend, without a shadow of a doubt. The guy was a legend, and I loved his music. I did like his music, and I still do. Which is why I've ended up buying this, and I didn't think I would end up buying it, to be honest. I mean, a Michael Jackson documentary isn't really something I would really go for, to be honest, but I am intrigued by it, and I have been since it came out, but I wasn't sure whether I wanted to actually own it. But again, like The Descendants, for the sake of it being £2, why not? So yeah, it's going to be quite a difficult watch, for the very reasons that I actually said at the start when I started talking about this. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. Anyway, so last off for the Poundland buys is a movie that is something that honestly that the lads at work will probably be thinking, he's actually went out and bought it. He's actually went out and bought it, and he's actually going to watch it, because I said that I would never, I said that I couldn't get into the series, which I couldn't, but I thought, you know, as I said with a couple of these, for the price, it's worth investing into. If not, you can just go off to CEX. The In-Betweeners movie. Not seeing it based on no, don't you dare. I've got very little coin left on this, so I have to keep this one quick on this one anyway. I have to switch over to the other phone. Because I never really got round to, I never really got into the series. I thought it's worth it just for the price. So yes, that is the In-Betweeners movie. So from this, I'm going to switch. Right, okay, that is a lot better. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that beforehand. But anyway, yeah. So let's have a look and see what we've got from CEX. So first up, we've got I've actually got two very pristine steelbooks here, which I'm going to take very good care of. I'm actually going to get some protective covers for these steelbooks that I've got. So yeah, so first up we've got, which actually came in at a decent £12, and now when I say this is pristine, this is in pristine condition. We've got here, I'm going to take off this, before I do actually, I'm going to take this sticker off and hope that I don't put a scratch in this, because like I say, it's been very well looked after. Predator, one of my favourite Arnie films, and for obvious reasons. I mean, it's a staple in anybody's collection. If you haven't got Predator in your collection, what are you doing? I mean, really, come on, guys, really come on. If you don't have this movie in your collection, there is something seriously wrong. It's the most macho movie you could ever get. Anyway, like I say, absolutely in pristine condition, and I really like this little card, this little protective. Well, it's not really a protective card. It's just that basically. So yeah, but we've got. It looks really nice. I'll take the price off this as well. Again, being very careful, trying not to scratch this bugger. Do you know what I should have done? I've got this thing now when I do my reviews where I actually put a rating on my review, and I do it in accordance to what the actual film is certified as, which I think is a good thing. I think it could work. It could possibly work. I don't have to market the video as a film that is for. Well, saying I don't have to. I do have to say that it isn't for children. But when it comes to movies that are sort of like a PG, I can mark it as something that is for adults only, so that they can watch it before deciding whether their kid can actually watch it or not. But that's not how YouTube works nowadays. That isn't how YouTube works nowadays. But I'm hoping that it could kind of get the message across. Anyway, likewise, Predator. The steelbook, and we've got the image from the Blu-ray, from the Blu-ray from the regular Blu-ray copy on the back there. Yeah, I think that one's from the Ultimate Edition, if I remember correctly. But I just think it's really nice. I've actually got this as my wallpaper on my computer at the moment. I think it's I just think it's absolutely awesome. It's 2-disc, so it comes with the DVD. It comes with the DVD as well, with the DVD edition. There you go. There's that one, and here I'm taking the discs out because it does have some. It does have artwork on the inside as well. So there's the original. So there's the Blu-ray disc. Obviously, it wouldn't be a Blu-ray hunt. Wouldn't be a Blu-ray hunt otherwise, would it? And we've got a clip from a still from the movie, which I'm quite pleased with. So yeah, great movie, absolutely love it. I really do. I've actually got a thing about watching this with the with the commentary with John McTiernan, the film's director, and it's really interesting because you find out a lot of really cool stuff with that commentary if you haven't seen it. So if you have got if you've got the regular Blu-ray, it is actually included on that. I've got the trilogy of this franchise on the box sets. You might have seen that in and around the room if I've been walking around the room and does talking or whatever. But yeah, that's Predator. And next up we have one of the more recent buys that I've actually had it in the last. I think I actually covered this in my last Hall and Talk video, if I have to be honest. And I've got here, and like I say again, this is another one that that I actually already have. Like I said, I've already covered it in another video. So I'm gonna take these stickers off so that you can actually see it. And again, like I said, and again with Predator as well, this is in perfect I was about to say it is in absolute pristine condition, but it isn't, because I have just spotted a couple of hairline scratches and quite a deep one, which you wouldn't even see it even if it was on the shelf. But when it's something that unnoticeable, it's not worth it really isn't worth complaining about, to be honest. But it literally is a minute little scratch. There's a tiny little bump. There's a tiny little bump as well, like I said, that you wouldn't even notice even if it was on the shelf. So if you can, we've got here, it's Terminator Salvation, but this little bump is literally right. It's literally right there. I mean, you can't see it. You can't see it there. But if I just tilt that, there you can see it. It's literally just there, right there. Maddening, not maddening. Oh man! Just when you thought you had actually picked up something that was in absolute pristine condition, and then you see it. Oh my man, honestly. But anyway, that doesn't really matter, because it's gorgeous. It really is gorgeous, this steelbook, because you've got the image of the T800, which is being built on the back there you can see, and in the centre you've got what looks like the actual Cyberdyne production line for the Terminators, and there you go. There you can see it right there. It looks amazing. I absolutely love this steelbook. So you can pretty much understand why I'm a little disappointed with that little stuff, but it doesn't really matter anyway, because like I said, it's hardly noticeable with all with all of the artwork, the overall artwork itself, you know, you wouldn't. It's hardly noticeable. It really is. But you know, it doesn't. Like I say, it doesn't matter. You know, a little disappointing, but who would have known? Who would have known? You know, who would have seen it? You know, it's not. There's a bit of sellotape stuck in the back of this. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right, okay. So those are the two steelbooks from CEX, and the next ones I've got, I'm taking this bloody sticker off, I'm telling you now. This one is definitely coming off. I don't mind the other ones, but it's this one with that horrible heart on the top of it with the arrow going through it. Right, okay, so we've got a Brian De Palma film here, and this is an Arrow edition. These two that I've got are Arrow editions yet again. I'm finding all kinds of stuff on the Arrow line at the moment. And we've got here Dressed to Kill, starring who was it? Michael Caine, Nancy Allen, and Angie Dickinson. Now, I've not seen this. I've got to be really honest. But the synopsis of this is basically Angie Dickinson plays a housewife that's a little. Angie Dickinson plays a frustrated housewife, basically, and she has kind of a one-off fling with her psychiatrist Michael Caine, and we've got sleet, snow and rain coming down. Yeah, interesting. Going off subject here, sorry guys. I've still got the HMV stuff to cover as well. Right, okay, let's get on with this. It's basically about a bored housewife that has a fling with a psychiatrist, and there's another woman involved with this that is being stalked by somebody. Who this person is, we don't know. So yeah, that's basically all I can really say about it. I mean, I'll run this down from the back of the case. After a sexually frustrated housewife, Kate Miller, played by Angie Dickinson, has a session with her psychiatrist, Dr. Elliot, who's Michael Caine, she silently seduces a man in an art gallery in an assignation that ends in murder, and the only witness is Nancy Allen, who is being stalked by this killer, who is being stalked by the killer of Angie Dickinson's character. So yeah, that's basically the synopsis of the film. Now, it really intrigued me because, like I said, it's a Brian De Palma film. Who brought us? I think he brought us Carrie and a bunch of other really great films of his generation throughout the 80s. I can't remember them offhand though, and really I should, because I think one of them I do remember was a very disappointing film, especially for him, and that was, I think, was it Mission to Mars? Was it Mission to Mars, or was it Red Planet? Let me know in the comments, everyone. Let me know. But anyway, yeah. But I'm looking forward to watching this because, more or less because of the cast. Nancy Allen from RoboCop and Carrie as well. And she was in a few other films. She was in a few other films as well. But again, like I say, I can't think. I think was she in Buckaroo Banzai? The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai across the eighth dimension. Maybe she was. I can't quite remember. But anyway, you guys will know better than you guys will know better than me. I know that for definite. But anyway, yes, that's Dress to Kill from Brian De Palma, and the last one is a Spanish movie. Again, another from the Arrow vault. Nightmare City. Never seen this. Never heard it. I'd never heard of it until today. But it looks interesting. But it did actually have quite an interesting synopsis, which actually made me laugh. So I'm gonna run this one down. In true zombie flesh eater's form, our story begins with the arrival of an ominous, seemingly unmanned craft. In this instance, a military plane making an unscheduled landing at a European airport. Upon forcing the aircraft doors open, the waiting soldiers get a nasty shock when out bursts a horde of flesh-hungry, pizza-faced radioactive ghouls. Whoever wrote this synopsis needs a medal, I'm telling you. The Walking Dead are here and they're hungry. Oh man, it made me laugh. That. I thought, oh my god. So yeah, I didn't buy it purely for this, I didn't buy it purely for the fact that synopsis made me laugh. I just bought it because it just sounds quite interesting. I'm not really a zombie movie person, but I just thought I want to build this Arrow collection. I want to build it up. I actually watched Horror Express as well, guys. I watched it last night, so I will probably do a review on that at some point. But so yeah, look out for that in future videos for definite, because I will be doing one. I had a lot of fun watching it as well, because it brought back a lot of memories, and the plot holes in that film is Jesus Christ, honest to God, there really are so many of them. But anyway, let's crack on with this, because this video is going to be quite long in the end. I think it's going to end up being about 40 minutes once it gets through the rendering. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that's Nightmare City, everyone. Not seen it, looking forward to watching it, just for that little laugh I've just had there. I'm sure you guys had a little laugh along with me as well. So let's get on to the last part of call, which was HMV. So first up, I'm going to go. I'll actually start off with the movies, because, like I say, I've bought a CD as well. So first up, we've got the new releases for today. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't record in HMV. I'll start that again. How do you talk and burp at the same time? Jesus. I couldn't do any recording in HMV because I got caught out, and they said you can't do that in here. You have to do whatever you can, So, and I thought, right, okay. And I mean, seriously, I'm getting a little bit fed up of it, because I'm being told one thing one day, and I'm told the other thing, and I'm told the other the next time I go in, and it's like, what do I do? I really want to make a decent video for you guys, but this just is not helping. It really isn't. I mean, I do appreciate the fact that we've got all of this copyright thing going in, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I get it, but where do we stand in all of this? Because we're not doing this to say, look, this is mine. We're not doing that. That's not the reason why we do this. We do this to showcase the new releases, and to get people, and to recommend that people go out and buy them. That's the whole point that's the whole point of us doing this, and being stopped from doing it is not going to make that particular is not going to make that particular shop or chain of shops, it's not going to make it easy for them to get the custom, you know, because HMV are pretty much going under anyway. They've just been taken over by a new company, yes, but they're not exactly getting the people back in. So what we're doing in our community is basically we're trying to get people in to buy this stuff, you know, and the same goes for CEX. I got bummed out by them as well. Poundland, I got bummed out by them, by those lot as well. It's like, why? You know, I just don't get it, and I'm completely it's getting to the point where I just don't want to do these videos anymore, you know. I feel like maybe I should just continue on with the reviews and just not bother doing any out and abouts, but you know, I want to be open. I want to be open with you. I want to be open with you guys. I want to try and build some kind of a community, you know, and show people what I can bring to the table, even though it's the same as what everybody else does, you know, like Big Paulie, and Wet Movie 1, Cool Duder, you know, Durant Cinema, Film Fan 108. They all do this. It's all the same thing. We just get this stuff later than they do, and really, it's just, you know, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. But anyway, let's get on with this, because I don't want this running any longer than it should. So anyway, I've been at HMV. We've got Zombieland Double Tap. Now, I absolutely loved the first movie. I thought it was great, groundbreaking movie. It was what pretty much started the era off in terms of making it fun, in terms of making it like a fun genre to watch. It was a good movie, and it was one of the first movies that sort of not exactly got me into the zombie movies, but you never know. I could start to really like my zombie movies, and won't know. But saying that, I don't know. You guys are probably thinking, if you like the Body Snatchers, then why do you not like zombie movies? Because the Body Snatchers is pretty much a zombie movie, and you could say that it is. Really. But anyway, Zombieland Double Tap. Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin. You know, I didn't get round to seeing this at the cinemas because I missed it, but I did get. But from what went round in the community, I've missed out on a pretty decent cinema experience. So yeah, so it's time to get it watched. So that's Zombieland Double Tap. And the next one I've got, we have Dr. Sleep. Now then, this is a movie. This is a movie that again, like Zombieland Double Tap, I missed out on due to work. I really wanted to go and see this when it came out, but to be honest with you, I was in another one of those places at the time, and it just, nothing was quite sort of like perking me up. And I mean, I've kind of only just come out of this little thing that I've had in the last few weeks. I'm in and out of of depressions all the time, you know, and it's not nice, you know. I don't want to be treated for them. I want to try and dig myself out of myself, and it works. It works for the best part. It's finding something to take my mind off it. That's the most difficult part, and I think that doing this is definitely one of them. Just keeping your head up. It's the only thing you can do. It's the only thing you can do anyway. But yeah, I missed it due to the fact that I wasn't really in a very good place, and so I was looking forward to this actually coming up. What I did find surprising though, when I was in Tesco, they didn't have this on Blu-ray. They didn't have this on Blu-ray. Asda don't have it on Blu-ray. Maybe it's because maybe it's because they sold out. Maybe I have no idea, but I just thought that was really odd that they didn't have it on Blu-ray. But you know, it's one of those. But yeah, like I say, I really like Ewan McGregor. I think he's an absolutely fantastic actor, especially since his earlier movies like Trainspotting. Just fantastic. Great actor. I think he was kind of over I'm saying overused. I think he was slightly miscast as I've done it again. Obi-Wan in Star Wars. I might get a few hates for that, and a few people might unsubscribe for me for that one, but yeah, I think if he was given a bit more of a decent direction, he could have been a lot better as Obi-Wan in those prequels. But yeah, like I said, he's a great actor, and I'm sure he knocks it out of the park in this. So that is Dr. Sleep, and that is it for my pickups for today. Wow, that was a few. That was quite a few. I mean, how many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 movies in one day. I've had a hell of a spend. I have had a hell of a spend. Before I forget, the CD that I bought. Now, I saw this guy in what year was it? What year was it new? Was it 2018? I think it was. I actually have the video of this guy on YouTube, Entertainment for Days. He's on the thumbnail as much as the other guy that I went to see, Michael Schenker. It was a back-to-back gig. It was back-to-back gigs. This guy was on the night before Michael Schenker was on, and I had probably one of the best. I probably had one of the best gig experiences in a long time with this guy. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And we've got Johnny Marr's not latest, but called and we've got here Call the Comet from Johnny Marr. Now this isn't a brand new album. This is one from a couple of years ago. This is the album that he was actually on tour with at the time that I saw him. But I haven't really got round to buying any of his stuff up until now. I did have some saved in my shopping basket on Amazon, but I haven't really gotten round to buying it. But I thought I'll pick one up now and I thought I'll pick one up now, and then at least I know I've got it, and I'm going to put it on the way back. So with that being said, this is the end of the video. So thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I really do, regardless of what has happened with recording issues from the shops in town. Like I say, I'm pleased I managed to get something in for you guys, because I know you wouldn't watch it otherwise. Or saying that, if you've turned off before now, then that's fine. That's fine. It really is absolutely fine. But anyway, if you did like the video, you know, give it some thumbs up by pressing that like button. Subscribe as well if you like, if you like this kind of thing, and click the bell notification as well if you want to stay up to date with any of the videos that I will upload in the near future. So without further ado, I'm going to head off now, everybody, because I need to get back to Keswick and get something to eat. I've already had my breakfast. That was earlier on. That was literally earlier on in the day. I've actually done well. I've actually had a full day out in Carlisle, which is something that I haven't done in quite some time. But yes, like I say, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And talk between yourselves in the comments below. Let me know what you think of the movies that I've showcased in the video. If there's anything there that's sparked your interest, tell me about it. Tell me your thoughts on those movies. Tell me your thoughts on whatever movie is taking your fancy. So anyway, guys, I'm heading off now. So this is me, Trekflix, signing off.